All right, hello everyone. Welcome in to the Speed Battle Royale. Let me mute the website real quick. There we go. No more duplicate audio. Welcome to the Speed Battle Royale. I am Dio. I am here with Spaza for a battle royale for a $1,000 prize pool among 16 of the best speed players in the world. Good afternoon, Spaza.
Hello, Dio, and hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, guys, the Speed Cup is back. Not really, but this Battle Royale is gonna be insane, featuring some of the most insane speed players on the globe. My god, I'm hyped.
I'm really hyped. We have a pretty stacked roster. There have been a couple of changes to the roster overall since this first got announced, so let's go over those. We do have everyone who is currently in the lobby: Akolibed, Xylus, Aricin, ninerik, Woodchi, Kirby Fella.
Huge names.
Huge names. Window Life, Din, Nemraz, Yeri, Zoomer. Tons of really, really good players. We're missing currently Shimon, Scytho, Blaireau, I believe Aricin and Curtis. And we are not sure if Blaireau will be here. So we may just be playing through the first map by itself without anyone getting eliminated before moving on to the second map, where we'll see the first elimination.
Yep. It's important to mention that Kama was originally meant to be playing this, but he decided to leave the mantle to my boy Aricin, the man, the CEO of Speed, you may say. So, thanks, Kama.
Yeah, Aricin was the first guy to do, to start pushing on stuff like Ice Angel DT, for example. And lo and behold, there's actually Ice Angel 270 BPM in the pool right now. So
yeah,
we'll be seeing some Aricin specials. He's gonna have to make it to map 10 in order to get there.
Ice Angel DT nowadays is way too easy. Of course, you gotta speed it up a bit. Come on, be real with yourself.
Yeah, of course. So that'll be fun. We're gonna be starting off with Duo Cup DT. This shit is farm, no? Like, is this not a map that a bunch of these players have top plays on? Like Aricin DTFC 37 hours ago, Akolibed hidden double time now. Zoomer hidden double time now, looking at the leaderboard. Blaireau hidden double time 11 days ago.
I mean, for all these players, any speed map could be farmed, to be honest, but yeah.
It's
so
still
you might
pretty
be
hard.
a bit... Oh yeah, it's pretty hard. So you guys may be a bit confused about this overlay. I'm gonna explain real quick how this is gonna work. So this is a Battle Royale format, which means each person in each round gets eliminated, except for map 1, because we are missing Flero. So map 1 is free for all, just a cool warm-up for all of us to entertain. And then from map 2, each person gets eliminated. The person with the lowest accuracy gets kicked out, because this is entirely egg-based. Combo doesn't matter, which is great. That should be applied in the game itself, but let's not have that conversation right now, Dio. This is also Score V1, the superior score method. Oh my god, dude, I'm firing all cylinders right now.
Hey, I'm an aim player, all right? I like the combo game, okay?
No, I understand.
Maybe for speed players, the ACK is the biggest part, but, I'm a combo gamer.
I understand. This is cool because there's a lot of sliders, believe it or not, in all these maps. So when you drop hundreds, you only drop it on speed or perhaps jumps. So it's cool to have Score V1. We are getting started with the first map. So just a few more rules. In the case there is a tie for egg, the person with the most misses will pass through, because as we said, it's all about the accuracy, so it's all about the hundreds. And in the rare case both are equal, both accuracies, in that case the higher combo will go through, but man, that will be a sight to behold. As we can see, there are already some players who decided to pick hidden. And by the way, please ignore the score at the bottom. That's not relevant.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. What the hell are the giant zeros on all of these clients, by the way? I was told to use the Xylus skin for this, and I figured, okay, yeah, normal skin, all right, it'll be fine. And
listen, this is
anyway,
just to emphasize that score doesn't matter, okay? It's all about the act.
It's all about the accuracy below it. Yeah.
As long as the act doesn't have a 0, we are good to go. All these maps, they are so hard. There's not a single map below 8 stars. In fact, this is considered one of the easiest ones, but if you look at what we're witnessing right now, we got accelerating bursts at 270 BPM. Good God. What a warm-up.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on with the skin real quick, because I definitely just used Xylus skin. So I don't know what's going on here.
So we got some news. The second map will also be warm-up, because we are also missing another player, and I gotta say, it's a pretty heavy warm-up. We are talking 300 BPM, though this time, I gotta say, there's not a lot of spacing, so it's all about that tapping. Perfect for warming up, I'd say. And by the way, I gotta give my props to the map pullers, because each and every single one of this map is a banger. There's no bad songs in this pool, so thank you.
So this is the last map that we're going to be playing with no one getting eliminated, by the way. So after this, anyone who gets the lowest accuracy on a map is going to be eliminated.
Yep. Oh boy. Look at those zeros.
Yeah, I figured it out. I'm fixing it real quick. We'll get it settled in just a moment.
Yep. So on a map like this, I think you gotta be a bit specialized. And Dean is one of those players that really specializes in sort of low spacing, very high speed, stamina, tenacity. We saw that from all of his performances in Speed Cup. So I'm curious to see how he does in this Battle Royale lobby. It seems pretty even regarding the amount of hidden and DT only that we see. Of course, I respect DT only, but reading in this case is very important, so if you can keep your egg up, I'll allow hidden, it's fine. What an insane accuracy coming from Akolibed right now.
Yeah, how was he on he was on 99.8 or something right before that miss? That's absolutely absurd. But you know, that's the guy who just set the PP record on speed. You know, yesterday. So
yeah. With quite decent tech, I would argue. 99.3 on a 300 BPM dev stream map consistency, it's fine. Don't worry about that. And got banned.
He did get banned.
Yeah,
or he set off the auto ban mechanic because he was so good that he got 1500. And if you set a 1500 on standard, the game was set to auto ban you because you know, the devs didn't think 1500 plus was possible when they coded that in. So,
yeah, man, this just goes to show how much players have improved. It's insane. So next up we should be seeing Descent. And I think it's actually quite cool because we're starting off with considerably lower BPM than this. It's 240 BPM. There's lots of stuff going on. Seems like we're having a few technical problems, sorry, but it's fine. The map will be selected. I believe in skill.
Yeah, we can always just host a player and have them pick it, but Skill is going to go ahead and pick it himself. Just stay at the bottom. Note again, Skill is not actually playing here. And I am going to, real quick, before we get into the next map, actually switch to 7v7. So we will have no audio for a moment, and I made sure beforehand that I had a real background set up so that we don't have to look at my wallpaper on my desktop while I'm changing the tournament client. Here we go.
Have you also changed the skin?
All right, we are back just in time for the next match, or for the next map, although several of my clients did not connect. That's fine.
Oh, I see.
Try and fix this.
And see the Discord stream. But don't worry, guys.
There we go. Okay. See if we can fix these clients as still have quite a lot of people still doing pretty well on this. Some 99 for ninerik, high 98 for Akolibed. I think at the lowest accuracy, I see some 92s for a couple of players. And I think that's it. That's probably the lowest.
Oh man, Nemros is looking a bit rough on this pick. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about these clients, man. They always mess up in the critical moments, but it's fine. I believe they are doing well. So we have some interesting accuracy coming from Kirby Fella and Nemros. These are the two that seems to be struggling the most. Actually, we also have... No, ninerik is at 99, actually. Oh boy. Client is doing this thing. It's fine, guys. Let him cook.
It's fine, guys. That's definitely not. It's definitely not scuffed. I definitely love the tournament client. I definitely love that the tournament client fully connects every time you open it. It's great. Okay, we actually got everybody. Let's go.
This map has no pauses, so the client just said, okay, let this player rest for a moment. But now we're back. It's fine. They recovered some of their stamina, accuracy is going up. It's fine.
Yeah, and actually, there is one other person who's down near 90% with Nemros and Kirby Fella, and it's Zoomer, actually, down at 90% right now. Apparently, ninerik is still comboing this, by the way. He has 99.4% accuracy, and he's on the full combo, which is absolutely absurd. Just look at the rest of the lobby for how good that is. Xylus actually... No, actually, Eric not on a full combo. Xylus on the full combo with 1,500. He missed. Okay, my bad.
Never mind. We don't care. We don't care. Look, combo doesn't matter in this tournament, but those accuracies are pretty crazy too. From the two of them.
Yeah, 99.3 from Eric, 98 for Akolibed, almost 98 for Xylus as well, 97s for Aricin. I mean, there's a 98 for Window Life. There's a lot of players with really good accuracy. Curtis as well on 98. Unfortunately, the focus on this map is going to be between Kirby Fella, Nemros, and Zoomer. Which one of them is the lowest act by the end of the map? And I think it's Nemros, just under 90%. Yeah, 89 for Nemros, 90 for both Zoomer and Kirby Fella. That means Nemros is going to be the first to leave the lobby.
Wow, that was so close. My God. Nemros leaving the lobby a little too early.
Yeah, unfortunate to see, but the competition is tough. Look at all the names in this lobby. There's a lot of really good players here. So it's hard to stay in no matter how good you are at this game here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if ninerik FC'd. I'm pretty sure his slider broke, but that's an S rank with 99.55. Dare I say he gapped the rest of the lobby on that map?
Yeah, pretty much. He didn't FC, it was a slider break, but that was a pretty ridiculous score regardless.
So this next map, Follow Tomorrow, is actually a pretty cool one. It's very finger control heavy, lots of quads, lots of doubles. This one, 250 BPM, we are easing into it. From 240 to 250. So let's see who has the best finger control. I think for a map like this, Aricin is the one who's gonna shine the most, because other than having raw speed and great stamina, he's also got great finger control. Same for ninerik. Honestly, same for most people in this lobby, but let's see.
Yeah, there's a couple players who are really good speed players who don't have that finger control and just focus on the high BPM streams. And those players will be the ones to struggle on something like this. That said, I don't know that any of those players are really in this lobby all too much. I mean, especially on 250 BPM, I feel like most of these players are going to be comfortable enough on this, and it'll end up just being a kind of consistency test at higher star rating. It's also kind of funny you say we're, yeah, 240, 250, we're warming up. The warm-up maps were 270 and 300, and the next map in the pool is 330 BPM.
Well, look.
There's not really a build-up here. We're just kind of jumping.
They're trying to balance it out, So this is for the finger control fellas, and the next one is for the speedy guys with raw speed. This is a pretty cool song, by the way. Fun fact nobody cares about, there's actually a map set of this that's ranked, and it's the normal version, and it's one of the first maps I ever played on Us. Fun fact.
Very cool.
Not like this, not like these players are doing, certainly, but pretty cool song. Nostalgic.
This is very fast version of this song. I'm looking for some high accuracy here. I see 98 on ninerik, 99 on Aricin. Good call for him. I think those are really the only ones above like 95. I see 96 on Curtis now, but that's barely above 95. Everybody else kind of... Oh, and Kirby Fella as well, 96. Does find the miss there, but again, doesn't really matter. I don't think there's anybody below 90%, so the whole lobby doing pretty well on this, but we do see Scytho at 90% right now, hovering between 91 and 90. Woodchi at 92, Yeri at 92. There's a couple of players to watch out for potential elimination very early on.
It's those quads, man, I'm telling you, these quads, they trip you up, because bursts are usually at least 5 nodes, so having that node less really messes you up.
I mean, I think finger control on quads and doubles is something a lot of players struggle with, especially when you're first starting out, and as you increase BPM, that doesn't get any easier, it just makes it way, way harder. And Scytho, unfortunately, is struggling so much with this, down at 86% accuracy right now. Yeri at 88 and Woodchi at 89, but it is going to be Scytho eliminated second in the Speed Battle Royale. He will not be moving on. I don't think anybody else had below 86 accuracy, just taking the scoreboard now. So it is going to be Scytho, unfortunately.
And Aricin, look at them.
Yeah.
This is the difference in finger control. Window Life, though, let's not sleep on him. He's also nearly at 98%. And generally speaking, everybody did very well. But yeah, if finger control isn't your skill set, you're more of a raw speed type guy like Scytho, maps like these are much, much harder.
Yeah, it's really tough, but unfortunately, Scytho is going to be saying goodbye to the Speed Battle Royale for now. And we are going to be switching to a 6v6 client real quick.
Yep. And we're also going to be switching to a classic, a timeless classic, Lap Foxed Forever. This is a Blue Dragon map from 2012. I don't think anybody ever imagined this would be DT'd more than 10 years later, but here we are.
Yeah, it's a really tough map, and it's one of those older styles of maps that doesn't really have a lot of spacing on the bursts. You're all just focused on the tapping with this map, but there's lots of jumps in between all of the bursts, which makes it harder to just focus in on that tapping. So players are going to have to lock in and make sure they are good to go. And of course, we have 4 clients that don't connect because the tournament client works properly. So let's see if we can get those.
I see. Well, as you mentioned earlier, there's also quite a bit of a jump. You said there's not much spacing and you gotta focus on tapping. You gotta focus on tapping 330 BPM, so quite chill. I think most of these patterns, I would call them alty in nature, but I'm sure we're gonna be seeing some brave single tappers.
Peppy, can I please get more than 8 clients? I would love to see the rest of the gameplay right now. Oh man. I mean, we're already seeing a lot of really high BPM bursts. Would she at 88% actually early on? Hopefully able to fix some of that accuracy going into the rest of the map. Xylus at 90% as well, so there's a couple of players struggling, but ninerik is at SS right now. He's
yeah, I was about to say, single tapping is the solution here to keep your egg in check. Because look at that. Oh man. It's funny because these players are playing the bursts much better than the other patterns.
I mean,
luckily there's no funky squares, I don't think, on this map.
That's the name of the game of this sort of battle royale, though, right? Is just hit the 330 BPM as well as you can.
Oh yeah. It seems that accuracies have mostly recovered. I wonder how the other 4 players are doing, but I guess we'll know eventually. For now, the one with the lowest stack is Woodsy. How do you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Woodsy.
Woodsy, alright. Please, survive the lobby so I can pronounce your name properly next time. Oh man, we're entering a very intense part right now.
Oh, there we go. Alright, we're gonna get the rest of the clients in.
Oh.
There it is.
There I dream it. All clients functioning.
I'm still dreaming. They're stuck on 0.
Oh. Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
And it is actually still Woodsy at the lowest accuracy right now, 92%. Everybody who was hidden until now, thanks to the tournament client, is actually above that 92% mark. A couple of others at 93, though, with
Yari's pretty close.
Zoomer, yeah, Yari's pretty close.
But is there enough time? I don't think there's anything more to miss on. Final bursts.
Woodsy's also at 93, though, right now. And Yari drops a bunch of ack on some misses and hundreds.
Oh, this could be so close.
Woodsy failed the ending. Wait a second.
Oh,
are we going to be able to see exactly what his ack was? I need to look at the MP link for that because...
Oh, no. On the last burst.
Yeah, I think that's it for Woodsy. 92.26 accuracy on the MP link versus 93.01 for Yari. So close, but Woodsy is going to be the next one eliminated. Some highlights, though. Almost 98% from window life, above 97 for ninerik and Aricin as well. Some really good accuracy in that lobby.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, anything above 96 on these, well, 95 for normal people, is pretty insane. And right now, we are onto the Rubik's Cube. But this is not the OG, okay? The OG Rubik's Cube is too easy for these players. This is the Zoomer version from 2019. Still conceptually similar, it's lots of consistency, but this time around there are some longer streams in the very middle, as I'm sure we all know, and the ending that gets super spaced, so they gotta be real careful here.
Yeah, this is also by far the highest star rating so far. We jumped from low 8 stars for the first 2 maps to 8.7 on the last one to now 8.95, almost 9 stars for this map. So the difficulty just keeps going up. This is also the highest approach rate so far. It's our first AR 10.5 map. So some players who are better on 10.3 or 10 might struggle a little bit to read this one.
This could be the time to add our good friend Hidden onto the mix.
We'll see. By the way, you'll notice some players taking no fail, some players not. So we may see somebody fail the ending again like we saw with Woodsy. Hoping that doesn't end up impacting how we can see the accuracy for these players, because it's unfortunate to have to go to the MP link.
Oh well, it's perma open on my screen. You never know what's gonna happen.
Same.
But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this is really consistency based. We see some triples into sliders. Not super uncommon patterns. These are very modern compared to what we've seen before.
Lots of people still doing really well. Lots of full combos still intact. Lots of very high accuracy as well. I think the lowest AC on anyone right now is around 94, actually. It looks like Yeri and Xylus are close to that 94. Kirby Fella as well, just hitting 94 there. Still some 99s intact. 99 on Aricin, high 98s on... now 99 now on Akolibed as well. And
classic Aricin misses on jumps, and here come the longer streams. Ooh, one finger lock is enough to make him drop 2%.
Yeah, everybody.
So highest stack now is for ninerik.
Window Life and Din actually at 98. And yeah, ninerik at high 98s as well. Lowest accuracy still at that 92, 93 mark or so. 91 for Kirby Fella, now going to 92. We're coming up on the ending, Spaza. There should be one more long stream section if I remember this map right.
Yes, and it's more spaced. Oh my god, hold my hand, Theo, it's coming.
It's all going to come down to the ending stream. There's so many players who could actually drop really low on the accuracy here. Xylus is in danger, Gary's in danger, Kirby Fella's in danger, Curtis is in danger too at 90, I think that's 93.
Look at those angles, oh no, Kirby Fella misreads.
Oh,
Who is
man.
it?
I think it's Kirby Fella. I saw 89 right before the end of the map, and yeah, it is Kirby Fella to get eliminated.
That ending is fatal.
But 99% for ninerik, by the way, at the end of that one is kind of ridiculous. There's a lot of really good players in this lobby in between as well. Lots of 98s, some mid-95s as well. But unfortunately for Kirby Fella, the ending and the long stream in the middle, too difficult, and we'll be saying goodbye now.
We will. Window Life is also doing so well in this lobby. My god, he's up there with ninerik and Aricin for the best deck. Every single pick. Oh my goodness. We are back onto another classic. This time not from Blue Dragon though. Still from 2013. And this one is pretty similar to the other one. Lots of 300 plus BPM bursts. But this time there's plenty of sliders and many weird, odd spacing changes. You can really tell this is a map from a different age where DT didn't exist on this.
By the way, in the interests of keeping all of the clients alive, I'm going to wait until we get down to 8 players to change the team size again. That's also when the clients actually grow in size, when we get to 44, or at least, 8 players. So we'll go ahead and wait on that for now.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to poke the sleeping bear. The client has been very unkind today, but now it's functioning.
Been kind to us, man. It has really not been kind. So I am I'm just gonna wait on this one. Akolibed, Xylus, Curtis, Aricin, ninerik, Window Life, Din, Zoomer, Shimon, and Yeri left. The top 10 in the Battle Royale still around right now. We get a smoke tower. High spacing on some of these bursts as well. You can see almost space streams on some of these bursts.
Oh yeah, especially at the ending. And there's also a bit of a tribute to Blue Dragon with a big old square. So let's see if that catches anybody off guard. If there's one thing speed players have an issue with, that will be aim. And squares are not kind, just like the client. We are entering the more intense part now. There's also some kick sliders in between. You gotta be real careful.
Still a lot of really high accuracies in this lobby. 98 for Window Life, high 97 for Akolibed and Aricin, 98 for ninerik as well, 97 for Shimon, and 97 for Xylus.
Looking a bit rough for Yari right now.
Yeah, I think he's the only one down below 96% accuracy. I think that's actually a 4% AC gap or 3% AC gap between him and I think Curtis and Zoomer are the next two lowest. I know Zoomer was at 96.8. But I
Just
mean,
goes to show how insane these players are. My God.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately for Yeri, it's not looking good on this map. He's going to have to beast mode the ending here, get really good accuracy, and hope somebody else drops. But for everyone else in the lobby to be 96, he needs to lock in. For everyone else in the lobby to be above 96 so far, Curtis drops a lot of accuracy, goes down to 94, 95, back up to 90. I want to say that's 95 right now.
Yari got the square, but is it enough to survive? I don't think so. Oh, there's not much time left. I don't mean to alarm you, but the surgeon is ready. And there we are, in the ending of the map. Oh, that spacing! Catching Yari off guard.
Curtis still holding 93, 94 as well, and I think that's going to be enough to keep him safe from elimination. Yeri, unfortunately, will not be safe. Maybe if there's one hard part left at the ending here, it could go the other way, but no, not another hard part. And that is going to be it. And Curtis was actually at 95. I cannot read because the clients are tiny. So that is a 3% act gap. That is a 3% act gap between Shimon, actually, is the second lowest act, and Yeri. So everyone else in the lobby doing above 95 on that is really, really good. And unfortunately, Yeri is going to be eliminated here. We'll say goodbye to Yeri. Top 10, not a bad placement, but unfortunately not going to make it into the top half.
I'm surprised how many people did so well on this map. It wasn't even that close, you know? Lots of 96 and 97. Unbelievable. But now, guys, I would call this sort of a TB-like map halfway through the match. This map is longer than all the other ones we've seen so far. And when I say this is consistency, boy, let me tell you, there's so much finger control in these. Doubles, kick sliders, changes, sudden changes in spacing, all on 263 BPM. So let's see. You gotta stay concentrated on this.
This one's also 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes and 16 seconds after double time, so it's very long. Kind of works with the TB-esque nature of the pick. And this is to decide the top half, top 8 in the Battle Royale. Keep going after this, and everyone else has been eliminated in the bottom half. So one of these players is going to be going out on this and not making it into that top 8. A lot of really,
it's hard to even guess who's going to be, because like all these players are so good, it's hard to guess who could even go out.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't even know. Like, all of these players are still very, very good. Even the one who I think is probably least well-known in Curtis is still very, very good. He's, you know, a Canadian OWC speed player and has been on the roster multiple years in a row, specifically for speed. So it's tough to say if anyone is actually going to have trouble with this.
I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, Din could have some issues just because he's much more proficient at higher BPMs, but honestly, on a map like this, you mess up once, you die regardless of how good you are, so could go to anybody. Starts out so slow, you wouldn't think. But trust me, it gets worse.
Good accuracy for everybody right now. Double S for ninerik, 99s on a lot of players, 98s on basically everyone else.
I'm thinking, like, is the audio synced properly?
There's probably a slight desync, and I can fix it if Spaza has no audio.
Oh no, I do have audio, I'm just worried. Like, it seems like the song is playing in no mod, but this is DT, but maybe that's just me. But it's fine, look, I can see the gameplay, it's all good. We don't wanna test our odds and refresh the client.
DT, I think. Song is definitely playing DT.
Alright, it's fine, don't worry about that. So, in the very first quarter of the map, we can see some pretty good accuracy from everybody across the board, to be honest. Is that 99 for ninerik?
99.5? 99.5 for ninerik right now. That is 99.68 for Akolibed also. Finally drops a miss and drops down to 99.5 to join ninerik there. I think that's 95 for Din. 96 for Xylus, so a couple of slightly low accuracies. 95, 96 for Window Life as well.
Relatively close. The only real gap right now is ninerik and Akolibed. Just showing off at this point. I actually didn't realize, but ninerik is actually holding combo too. Good God.
Yeah, he's
That's
also
not the
full
point
combo.
of this tourney, goddammit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, ninerik. Thank you. This is a relatively, like, I wouldn't say low, but good BPM for most speed players, 263.
263
not too
is
fast,
gonna
not
be
too slow.
really comfortable for a lot of players. Just so many farm maps around this BPM range that I think most of these players will be pretty comfortable with it. That said, 93 for Din, 94 for Zoomer, 95 for Window Life and Curtis. So a couple of players at risk of elimination. We're 3/4 of the way into this pick, by the way. It's been 3 minutes of this map. They've still got a while to go. It's now 92 for Din, unfortunately. It's looking like maybe your prediction is right, Spaza.
Oh no,
Din might
I'm
actually
sorry.
be losing this one. He's down to 91 now. I don't think it gets any better from here. And unfortunately, we might be saying
Let me
goodbye
tell
to
you, man,
Din.
the map, it doesn't get any easier either.
No. No, it does not. 94, 95 for Curtis, 93 for Zoomer. So it's a multiple percent gap between the next lowest accuracy and Din. And still some really good accuracy on a couple of other players. 98% for Akolibed, 97% for ninerik right now. Just goes to show how ridiculous the skill cap is for some of these players and how consistent they can be on stuff like this. And that
Akolibed is really feeling it. Look
Yeah.
at that, 98.2.
That's going to be it for Din. We are going to be saying goodbye. 91% on that is not enough. The next lowest is 93.5 from Zoomer. So Din is going to be saying goodbye. And we are going to be saying hello to finally some bigger tournament client windows.
Oh yes.
Finally,
oh, yes.
we get to see normal size tournament client.
Let's see if the tournament client works. But
surely.
I'm believing.
Surely.
I'm believing hard right now.
I have faith.
Look, the clients are spawning. We are happy to see that. But you know what we're happy about? We're also happy about True Blue, the next map. Good God, this is a good map. Monstrata, Classic 2016. This song is so iconic, to be honest. It's in so many different rhythm games. But look, we are not even happy playing that with DT, even though there's only one FC. This is actually sped up to 270 BPM.
I have to make sure. Okay, all of them are working. Let's go! We actually have working tournament client.
Yes!
I'm
It
so
works. I'm getting emotional for this song and the clients working. So, I imagine most people know what this map is, but in case you're an uncultured swine, this is an amazing map, consistency based, lots of sliders, lots of fast sliders. But the biggest problem with this map, which is why there's only one DTFC, is this actually contains some pretty big jumps, and I'm talking full screen jumps. So I'm sure we're gonna see some drops when that pattern comes along. I don't know who put a jump map in this pool, but listen, I'll allow it. Oh shit! Oh,
I think
damn.
I think we had some audio issues. I apologize for
shit!
for the,
Turn that
the
up,
audio.
baby! Turn that up!
We should have fixed now the any audio delay issues. Turn it up! Oh my god.
This is truly a
Crank
jammer,
that
man.
shit up! Okay, well.
Will it be fixed?
It should be fixed. It should be fixed. Any delays should be fixed. I'm hoping. I know we did have a couple of delays, but or like a few millisecond delay before, and it's noticeable if you're paying attention, but far more noticeable with bigger clients so that you can actually see the gameplay, which is why I wanted to fix it now. Hey, it's
everything
fixed.
is synced, everything is beautiful, we can see the numbers, no huge zeros. Dare I say, we are back.
We are so back right now.
We are back.
And next time I do the same thing, I will mute Osu in the volume mixer instead of an OBS so that it just does not come through at all.
I mean, that was pretty enjoyable, I'm not gonna lie. But do you wanna do that on the deceit? That could be a bit risky.
That's true. That's true.
Oh my god. Kick sliders. We are coming in to the first bursts.
This is such a classic, and this BPM, it's even more difficult. I think there's only one DTFC on this map already, and it's even faster, in fact, with this rate change. It's also a really good combo for Window Life, by the way. I think he's still full comboing at this point. But the combo does not matter. The accuracy does. It's 98% for Aricin, 98% for Shimon, 96, 95 for most other players, but Curtis and Zoomer struggling a little on the accuracy, down at 91, 92% for the both of them. Gotta track those accuracies and see if they can improve them at all.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, the jumps.
Who put the aim
watch out
map
for
in
the
my
end of
Speed
this
Battle
section
Royale?
too. No problems for Shimon and Aricin holding on to their 97%. Oh man, never mind, but... Oh, Zoomer and Curtis are suffering right now.
Zoomer and Curtis both not able to improve the accuracy, but it's going worse for Zoomer. 87 versus the 89 for Curtis right now. And there's still a quarter of the map left. There's still time for things to change, but it seems like it's going to be one of these two because everybody else is 94 or above. And aside from Window Life, everyone is high 95s or so. Xylus now dropping to 94 as well. So
oh man, and the map is almost over because the last quarter is so slow, I think. Yeah. Oh man, Curtis and Zoomer are so close now. Both 88. Oh!
Curtis dropping a lot at the end here. 87-9 for Curtis now. Zoomer just barely above him. Curtis has to pray for Zoomer to kind of shit the bed here at the end, unfortunately.
Oh! That 50 sealed the deal.
Oh my god.
Wow!
I think that's probably it. Curtis is going to be eliminated. He does make that. Wait, Zoomer drops.
Oh my god! Well. Zoomer, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Zoomer.
Oh my god.
By the skin of the teeth. Oh my god. What is that?
Yeah, not even 0.5% accuracy difference, but too many hundreds for Curtis, way more 50s for Zoomer, but 10 more misses for Curtis as well. It's very, very close on the accuracy, but we will be saying goodbye to him. The one of two Canadian speed players still left in the Battle Royale and now eliminated. It's just Xylus representing Canada in the Battle Royale now.
Oh, yes.
As we move into Ice Angel 270 BPM.
Oh boy. I mean, do I need to say anything about Ice Angel? Now, I'm not trying to be biased, but Aricin Sweet. What? What do you mean? What are you on about, Dio? This is a map for everybody. 270 BPM, because obviously DT only isn't fast enough. We needed that. CS4. Now, an interesting fact is there are some 1/6 in this map, and could you let us know, Dio, what BPM those are with this speed up version?
Yeah, so if anyone's unaware in chat, 1/6 in a map are the same as double time for that BPM. And 270 BPM double time, you know what that is? 405 BPM. So the 1/6 quads in this map become 405 BPM. Now that said, they're just quads, you know? It's not that bad. It's not bad. Surely it's fine. We're in the Speed Battle Royale. It's fine.
Listen, man, it's 2023. Speed starts at 400 BPM. We all know this.
Exactly.
Should be okay.
If you're not rake tapping 600 BPM by the time you're 5-digit, what are you even doing?
He's got it through. He's got it through. By the way, I forgot to mention, but from this point onward, all the maps, in case you haven't noticed, are much longer. So we're really gonna see who not only is consistent, but also who has the most amount of stamina. Let's get started.
Zeta is CS4, so you're not getting the CS5 precision element, which is also part of why it's higher BPM, because you don't really have to focus on the aim all too much in this map compared to normal Ice Angel DT. But a lot of players struggling early on here. 87 for Akolibed, 92 for Zoomer, and the highest accuracy in the lobby is ninerik at 97.6 and climbing right now. Aricin also doing very well up in the high 96 range, but this map seems to be a very good delineator of long stream stamina so far in the intro, with Zoomer Akolibed having a little bit of trouble here, and some of the other lower BPM speed players who focus more on the longer streams actually doing really well.
ninerik's egg is increasing as the map goes on. This is not very normal.
So is Aricin's. He's at 97 something now, versus the 96 he had during the intro, and it keeps going up.
Pretty close egg between Akolibed and Xylis right now. Zoomer just slightly below, but anything can happen.
Akolibed dropping a lot of ACK on that stream there. 90% now for him. 92, high 92s for both Xylis and Zoomer. Window Life also dropping down to 92 range, so a lot of players in contention for, unfortunately, lowest accuracy right now. Shimon, Aricin, and ninerik very safe at the moment.
97% in this lobby, Aricin and ninerik. We're entering the slow part, but the players can't relax for too long because the 1/6 are coming, and they are 400 BPM plus. Man, I can't imagine the pressure right now in such a slow part. It's coming. Easing into it, some bursts.
And this is all the build up to the finger control section here, where we go into lots of doubles, lots of quads, lots of short bursts, and the 405 BPM quads during this section. There we go. A couple players slider breaking on the first one.
You just gotta spam and pray. Spam and pray for rapid trigger to do the rest.
Yeah, exactly. There's not much else you can do, man. Oh my god. 97.6 still for Aricin. 97.8 almost for ninerik. Going into the long stream section at the end. This is the hardest part of the map. The super long streams. Really tricky.
Could go to anybody now.
Well. And this is all 270 BPM death streams at the end. Xylis dropping a lot as well. Window Life dropping down to 90%, joining Zoomer and Akolibed. Window Life still dropping. Chain missing actually during the section, down at 89 now. And Akolibed recovering some accuracy. Window Life, unfortunately, just cannot find his footing during this long stream section. He's chain missed so much of it. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for him, down at 86 right now. Next lowest is 89 for Akolibed, and that is going to be it for one of the two remaining Americans in the lobby.
You lose control during a stream like that, there's no hope to ever recover, man. You cannot do that, especially during such a spaced point of the map. But what a performance from ninerik right now, 95%. Not sweating at all.
Oh, I mean, that is the first map we've seen where there's been such a low average accuracy too. 95 being the highest stack in the lobby goes to show just how hard that map was, and only one other player above 93. 3 out of 7 players below 90% AC by the end of that map. It's been a pretty hard map here for, we're nearing the end. We're nearing the end. This is now the top 6 left with the elimination of Window Life. 6 players from 6 unique countries: Akolibed, Xylus, ninerik, Zoomer, Shimon, and Aricin. All from different countries, all representing themselves and a unique place in the Speed Battle Royale. Going into now, There Are No Angels Here, DT.
Oh man,
Finger control hell.
Players were complaining about, losing their stamina on Ice Angel. Let me tell you, that's not a good place to be when you're about to play a map like this. This map is absolutely relentless. 281 BPM, never stops, no pause, no breaks, just pure stamina. And of course, finger control, as we all know, but good God, good luck.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough on this one. Gore ship maps like this are always really, really tricky when they are higher BPM. There's a reason that so many, for example, OWC speed picks over the years have been, Gore ship Fergus maps or other Gore ship songs in general. And just this style of song lends itself to lots of bursts, lots of fuzz sliders, and lots of finger control, with a couple of longer streams here and there worked into the map. And this is still in the mid high 200s range. We're at 280 BPM right now, so I don't think we're going to see people get speed gapped necessarily. More so just control gapped, either on the finger control or anything else.
Yeah, the sheer amount of stamina for this. I'm predicting lots of stamina finger control gaps coming along. It seems that Hidden is now dominating the lobby. There are very few DT-only warriors left.
Yeah, just Aricin and Shimon on the DT only for this one, and it seems like Hidden is winning out right now. Aside from Aricin, he's the only... He's the highest stack in the lobby on DT only at the moment. That said, this map is AR 10.3, so a lot of players preferring Hidden on AR 10.3 plus.
Oh yeah, I think all these players can read that that approach rate very comfortably, but you gotta try and maximize your rec somehow, and Hidden is pretty good for that. It's getting progressively more and more intense. I'd say it's pretty even in difficulty all the way through. There is a slight spike where the song becomes more intense, but generally speaking, this is the type of map we have. Just lots of bursts, sliders, in between bursts and triples everywhere. There we are.
And I hate to point it out, but there's a big gap between Zoomer and the rest of the lobby right now. 91 ACK for Zoomer and 95 ACK for Shimon as the next lowest accuracy in the lobby. This is not looking good for Zoomer at the moment. Multiple 98s from Aricin and ninerik on this, and a couple of 95s for both Akolibed and Xylus and Shimon, all looking pretty solid right now.
They're all dead even, but looking a bit rough for Zoomer right now, but we're still halfway through, so anything could still happen.
Yeah, there's still a lot of map left to go so far, but Zoomer needs to find some footing and start pulling together some better accuracy, dropping lots of 100s and 50s on a lot of these patterns, unfortunately, and it's keeping the accuracy right around that 91.5 mark for him.
It's worth mentioning Xylus was actually FCing until halfway through the map. Not that we care, because this is Speed Cup, okay? All that matters is accuracy, but goddamn, Xylus, slow it down. Well, maybe don't slow it down, it's a speed tournament, but...
Maybe miss-aim a little bit, that's all. No, the aim doesn't matter all that much.
Zoomer is not having a great time right now. His AC is definitely not increasing, and I'd be surprised if he did, because the map is getting only harder and harder on the stamina.
Shimon's AC is now close to Zoomer's, but there's still an almost 4% accuracy gap between them. Xylus as well down at the low 93 mark, and it's still Aricin and ninerik with the highest stack in the lobby. Akolibed not too far behind at 95 versus the 96, and now almost 98 for
There's no
ninerik,
way we see a 98
ridiculous.
on this.
This is absurd, man. Come on.
This is not legal.
What do you do? You're doing a
Stop that man. Oh, he's gonna do it. Nah.
It's just kind of absurd to watch when there's an 8% act gap between the top play and the lowest play in the lobby, and there's only 6 players. There's not even there's not even a lot of players right now. There's only 6 people left.
ninerik stealing the scene, but Zoomer is gonna say goodbye. Unfortunately, he has the lowest tech in this lobby.
And so we say goodbye to Zoomer. Down to the top 5 at this point. The New Zealander is gone. It's Akolibed, Xylus, ninerik, Shimon, and Aricin left in the lobby now.
Let's give them a few seconds to recover because it's time for yet another speedy map. Unsurprisingly, of course. Monochrome. Now, this map, it's funny, it was considered pretty hard, I'd say. Like, if I recall correctly, Mafia was the first FC. Someone fact-check me on this. But nowadays, lots of speed players have done it. So naturally, instead of playing it with DT like plebeians, it's sped up to 300 BPM. Can you believe that?
Yeah, this map's a little ridiculous. It's even the normal version is still a very hard map for most people. So speeding up to 300 BPM is kind of absurd. There's only a few. Actually, there's a lot of DTFCs on this nowadays. But
yep. Doesn't make it easy.
No, definitely not easy.
I gotta say though, compared to There Are No Angels here, at least there are a few slower parts, so it's easy to recover some of that stamina. It's much less relentless, but there are also some little jumps in there that can trip you up, so let's see how those are on 300 BPM.
Alright, Mafia is number 1 on the leaderboard. Aricin was actually the first DTFC on this 4 years ago in 2019. April 2019 for the normal version, not the, you know, not the
yeah, of course.
Not the rated up version.
I believe Mafia was maybe the first HD DT, but I mean, of course, Aricin is always ahead of the curve. We should know that. So to be fair, Keenan probably did this in 2012, but it's fine.
Actually, the first hidden double time FC that I can see on this leaderboard was from Harutachi from the Philippines in September 2020. It took a year and a half before we went from a DT-only FC on this to a hidden double-time FC on this.
Damn.
You know, Aricin's just that guy. When he was truly active a few years ago, he was unquestionably one of the, maybe the best player, speed player around. But there's some contenders sure. Right now, man. Look at this lobby. There's so many really, really good speed players here. ninerik at almost 99 accuracy. Aricin and Akolibed hovering around 98. Shimon at 96. And unfortunately, Xylus playing the role of Zoomer from the last map down at 93% accuracy right now.
Yeah, every accuracy is pretty even thus far. Obviously, there's a bit of a gap age from ninerik, but everybody else is pretty much there. 97, 98, but Xylus struggling a bit. But never count him out, because usually he recovers accuracy in the strangest sections where everybody else drops, so let's see how that goes. You see these teeny tiny jumps into those sliders and streams. Ooh, massive drop from ninerik.
Aricin's still comboing, by the way. He has 1K combo at the moment. I just want to bring your attention to the fact that this man is, I think, full comboing this right now. Snap's only like 2200 max combo, no? Yeah, that's an FC right now from Aricin. Xylus is actually not far behind, despite the low accuracy. He's on 1K combo now, too. Not that it matters, unfortunately, but the accuracy has gone up way, way higher for Xylus now, nearing 95, right next to Shimon.
Yeah, exactly. He's also got that combo.
Aricin just
as I said, Xylus always recovers. It doesn't matter what he does.
And recover he has now. Shimon, actually the lowest accuracy in the lobby, drops a lot of combo on those streams, and Xylus holding this reverse choke at the moment with 95% accuracy. And
what is going on?
Everyone else has had their act go down. Aricin's now at 95.6 also. I mean, the highest act in the lobby is Akolibed with 97.5, which is not all that much higher than the lowest act down at 95 for both Xylus and Shimon. Aricin also at danger of being eliminated here at 95.7, but it's going to be between Xylus and Shimon right now.
Xylus dropped again. Oh no, don't tell me.
It's all coming down to the last streams. Xylus drops some accuracy. Shimon SS's the ending and secures his place in the top 4.
I don't know if you saw, but for a sec, ninerik was risking too. Look at that. Point. Oh my god. What?
Whew. That is super, super close.
Man, that's what I mean. At the very last second, anything can change. ninerik was about to get eliminated after such an insane performance, but it's gonna be Xylus leaving us, and Akolibed dominating with that 97%.
Okay, so chat, I'm gonna restart client and brace your ears just in case. Just in case. Just in case.
Turn your volume up.
Turn your volume up. Crank that shit up, guys. Crank that shit up. It's time. Hopefully this works. We'll see. Client actually restarting should be fine.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, this should be fine. Okay.
Not a speedy map in this song, but don't worry, we'll get back to it soon.
Okay. Now now I should be good to do this. Let's see here. So disable this, hit apply, enable it, hit apply. There we go. I didn't ear blast everyone. Let's go.
Very
Turn
nice.
this to minus 20 or so.
So well, Dio, right now we are definitely going for a different vibe compared to the song that was playing 30 seconds ago. It's Future Dominators from DJ Sharpnel. And this one is 260 BPM.
This one is really, really tough also. It's a bit of a different vibe, but why don't you tell us about this one? Mostly DJ Sharpnel maps end up being a pretty good mix of finger control and long streams. Not necessarily bursts, but long streams. Is that also the case here?
Yeah, this one features some longer streams. We're talking 50 notes, some flow aim spikes, accelerating streams, and man, the ending is absolutely fatal. That ending can change an entire match because it's a spaced stream into a slider stream. My god. So I can't wait for that. Also a pretty tricky burst halfway through the map, super spaced. I'm looking to see whether that's gonna catch some people off. Is that a client moment, or is Shimon at 68%?
Yeah, is he at 70% accuracy? What happened there? Are we getting I think we're getting an abort. I think we're getting an abort. I think Shimon had, I think Shimon had some tech difficulties there at the start, so we're going to go ahead and abort and restart the map, and we'll be good.
Yeah, it was probably a tiny lag spike, I would assume.
Or mouse buttons on, which would also definitely do it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
There's no fear incident.
We'll restart with
Trust me. That was warm up. Those 20 seconds they played were not really that relevant. Trust me.
Also, yeah, if you're wondering why the client looks different in 2v2 mode right now than usual, it's because I have the stable tournament client instead of the cutting edge tournament client, which is actually less stable than cutting edge. Not sure why everyone else is not starting, by the way. Let's just go ahead and panic.
Can you guys believe this one is the stable one?
No, I can't.
Like, that's
cutting
insane.
edge runs better. Cutting edge runs way better. If you're using the tournament client, generally use cutting edge. But in cutting edge, the names on both sides are colored red or blue for teams. And obviously, this is a battle royale. We don't have teams. so decided to use the stable tournament client, unfortunately.
Man, I'm very sorry to say this, but I don't think Shimon is having another client moment. I think this is actually his accuracy right now.
Yeah, and everyone else is absolutely demolishing this map. 97 for Aricin and ninerik. 97 as well now for Akolibed, who just got up to 97 or so. And unfortunately, Shimon down at 90%. Ooh, I just gotta track the 3 who are at 97 right now, because this is absolutely absurd. Aricin is full comboing with 97, by the way. Still holding on to the
as
FC.
you do, as you do.
As one does.
If there are a few squares in there, oh my god, I knew he would miss on aim. All things.
It's okay, it doesn't matter.
Ah man, Shimon really not feeling this map.
No, 260 BPM death streams basically, and unfortunately not the cup of tea for Shimon, it seems.
Look at all those spacing changes, by the way. They get so much more spaced during these parts.
Yeah, some Axel decel streams, bunches of changes in spacing between the streams, tons of slider jumps as well. This is basically just a stream map with DT, like something that you could see Nomad stream farmers playing, but at really high BPM instead.
And the big burst is coming, the full screen burst. Let's see.
Oh my god, everyone hit it!
All of them. All of them. That was actually the easy part all around.
ninerik with the highest accuracy up at above 96. Aricin and Akolibed basically tied right under 96 as well. And unfortunately, a 6% AC gap between Aricin and Akolibed and Shimon.
Shimon needs to pray for a massive finger lock, keyboard malfunction, power going out, anything that could make any of those players drop down to 89. I don't know, it's not looking too likely, but let's see what happens next half.
And even with that, Shimon would have to kind of beast mode here, and the accuracy is staying right around that 90% spaza. It's not going up for Shimon, and everyone else is still holding around 96. ninerik does drop down to join Aricin and Akolibed in that 96 range, but Shimon is not climbing up to meet them.
Unfortunately not. There have been a couple chain misses, as you'd expect from these insane spacing changes at the end, combined with the amount of stamina that they require, but oh man, not looking good for Shimon, who also does a full 50 stream. And keep in mind, the ending is coming. The big streams.
This is just kind of absurd to watch. Both, like, ninerik, Aricin, and Akolibed all hitting these. Aricin missing on the buzz slider instead of any of the streams. The kind of...
And ninerik hits the ending. Can he do that? There's no way he does.
Can all of them hit the ending? I mean, they're all comboing right now. No, he does not hit the ending. Akolibed and Aricin still holding combo on this ending right now. It's just Aricin holding combo on the ending now as Akolibed finds the miss. Can he actually FC the whole ending? There's no way. He's just death streaming 260. Oh no, he doesn't hit the slider stream. So close though. So close.
The ambassador of shredding, Shimon, unfortunately out of the lobby. Look at those 50s, man. These were the deciding factor for this performance, but look at everybody else. 94, 95, 295 basically, and 96 from Aricin. Unbelievable.
That is going to be Shimon taking his leave, and we are now left with the top 3. This is prize pool secured for all 3 of these players, and they're guaranteed at least some part of the $1,000 prize pool, but really you want first if you can get it. Third place gets $100, second place gets $200, and first place gets $700 out of the $1,000 prize pool. So these players now fighting for first, realistically. Akolibed,
that's a pretty hefty amount.
Yeah.
Pretty hefty for a speed sesh.
It definitely is. Akolibed, the number 2 player in the world. ninerik, the number 4 player in the world. And Aricin, I believe, is still top 20 at the moment, actually. Never really lost the luster.
But number 1 in our hearts.
Of course. Actually, no, where is Aricin? Am I blind? I can't see him on the leaderboard. The number 25. There we go.
Well, well, well. Don't we have another classic? This is a certified hood classic from Golden Wolf. This map is many people's first 400 PP play on Hard Rock, 500 if you do HDHR. And let me tell you, on DT, it's no joke. Lots of triples, lots of consistency required, and the middle section, the solo, lots of spaced streams. Of course, on DT, that's only 260 BPM, which, let's admit it, it's very easy, so why not play at 285 BPM instead?
Exactly. This map is also AR 10.53. It's quite high approach rate, so that might start to be a limiting factor here. I know in particular Aricin has always had a little trouble reading these higher approach rates above 10.3, and even back in the day had some trouble with 10.3 itself, so has never really been a high approach rate player. And I'm hoping that doesn't impact performance on this map. It's a rough start for Aricin, but a difficult map, and usually we see his act go up as the map goes on anyway, at least for a little bit.
We gotta hope he
increased. For both Akolibed and ninerik.
We gotta hope he cranked up that good old gamma, because it's gonna be useful for this approach rate. On the other hand, ninerik is looking so comfortable on that hit, and this is exactly up his alley. And to be honest, we could see some reasonable drops during the solo. That's where your nerves really start showing up as the spacing goes up.
Yeah. And the accuracy for Aricin has definitely gone way up. He's close in act to Akolibed now, both in the mid-96 range. It's just ninerik gapping the lobby at the moment above 98, as Aricin and Akolibed fighting for second place at the moment. Everybody dropping combo, but accuracy looking good for all 3 players at the moment, and it seems approach rate won't be the entire deciding factor in this map, because Aricin is looking comfortable enough on this now. Still a percent down on Akolibed, though. Still a little ways to go before he can be safe in this map.
And these patterns are so hard, because it's triples in between single taps, jumps into sliders, and of course, longer bursts. There's no break on this map when these patterns come along.
Everybody hitting these really well also.
Oh yeah, of course. So right now, there's 1% difference between Aricin and Akolibed. Ooh, but ninerik drops down to Akolibed deck pretty damn fast.
Yeah, the higher your accuracy, the easier it is to draw back on any pattern, basically. And it's much more impactful. This is the speed section. If you're wondering why there's an aim map, we're going to get lots of bursts and longer streams in this section.
It's coming! It's coming now.
Everyone at 97 going into this Spaza. Aricin chain misses. He drops down to 96. Aricin chain misses again. Akolibed finds a slider break, but it's not going to matter nearly as much as the misses from Aricin. The flowing in this section is so hard. Akolibed does find a chain miss at the end, but it's only down to 96, not down to 94. Aricin dropping so much back in that section.
ninerik have seen that. What? His accuracy went up during that section. How? What is happening, ninerik?
I missed on name. GG.
It's over. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
And it's pretty tough for it not to be over for Aricin at the moment, unfortunately. A near 2% act gap between him and Akolibed is so tough to come back from, and misaims on the jumps in this map are causing further act drops for Aricin right now. Akolibed also finding some misaims, and the act gap has gone down a little bit, but it's still about 1.5% Spaza. I don't know if there's time.
Akolibed isn't letting anything go. He's basically assessing all these patterns now. He doesn't care. I think he's got it. Last section.
Akolibed closing in on ninerik's accuracy as well. High 96 now for Akolibed, low 97 for ninerik. And I think that's going to decide the top 2. When it comes to speed, rank might just matter, as the 2 top 5 players eliminate Aricin from the Speed Battle Royale with a 2% ACK gap between them.
What a great performance from all of them. Aricin has been dominating many maps in this match, but when you're up against these two monsters, what are you gonna do? He's out of the lobby now.
Unfortunate end for ninerik there. Really good accuracy from all of these players. 95 is also very good on this map, by the way. It's just 97 is next level. And now we move on to the final map in the Battle Royale as I exit the client for the last time to bring us the 1v1 between Akolibed and ninerik.
Oh man, and let me tell you, the map that they chose, good lord. Many people would think that's the Aricin map, and to be fair, it's pretty iconic for him back when he passed it in 2015. It was unbelievable for most. Even for Keenan himself, the goat of speed. It's the deceit. But, hear me out on this. It's not even the deceit as is, which is about as hard as it gets when it comes to stamina and speed. It's actually sped up. So, my god, man. Who will do that? Who will do that? The Speed Battle Royale, of course.
There we go. Almost turned that shit up. I remembered though. Almost
man, you don't
turned that shit up. There
you don't want to turn it up on this song, I'll tell you what.
Alright. We're ready for the Deceit, the Violation. Originally, if you don't remember, because you're a new gen player and you've only seen the ranked sets of the Deceit and the Violation separately, this set was uploaded as a single double song with both the Deceit and the Violation as part of one map, with the Deceit leading into the Violation starting at 250 and moving to 270. Here, it starts at 275 and moves to 297 BPM, and it is 9.96 stars for the final map of the Speed Battle Royale, 1v1 between Akolibed and ninerik. Number 2 versus number 4 on the global leaderboard on a near 10-star speed map.
Is there anything more 2023 than this? The Deceit sped up 300 BPM, because clearly it wasn't enough before.
Oh, it's only 275 on the Deceit, Spaza. Surely that's playable. Come on.
That's fine. That's 275. I can do that while eating breakfast. I mean, is there really much to say on this? There are some jumpy sections, to be fair. Some slider jumps, but it's mostly what you're seeing right now. Just pure stamina, unfiltered, not much spacing, from what I can recall.
And a reminder, double tapping won't help you on this. We're not using score, we're using accuracy right now, and both these players are pretty close in ACK, hovering around 95 or so.
Oh yeah. I'm curious to see how they handle the 300 BPM sections of this map. Because 275, all jokes aside, they can actually play it quite well as they demonstrated during this match, but these patterns on 300, they gotta feel like the guy in the background while playing. Oh, client, please don't do this to me.
What? What? Okay, I'll hit panic. Surely it'll work. It's just 1v1. Alright. We're in the death streams now. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh,
what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Both of them having some trouble with this first set. Here we go into the second death stream. Akolibed dropping so much ACK during these death streams. He's down to 90% now. ninerik still hovering at 95 or so. Mid-94s right now for him. His ACK went up during the last death stream. What was that?
That was not the client.
Yes, 1400 combo.
Oh. Oh, yes, I see. This is normal.
Oh,
of all things to miss on. What do you mean?
No way, actually. No way.
How, man?
Oh my god.
Oh, these speed players, I'm telling you.
Zero shot, that's the miss. Come on, man. Who put the 2-star jumps in my 10-star speed map? Come on, man.
Man, what the hell?
Oh my god. Okay, those triangles are actually really hard. I'm surprised Eric hit them as well. These patterns are difficult. And unfortunately for Akolibed, it's going to require some pop-offs during the rest of this map. Or, you know, the PP record is now 300 BPM streams. Maybe he'll be a little bit more comfortable on the violation since it's sped up to 297 BPM.
Oh, there we go. Entering another dev stream section. Oh my god, ninerik isn't even... not bothered at all. Everything else is a bit of build-up in between all these sections. But you gotta stay on your toes, because missing on those silly jumps can really drop down your egg.
And misaiming some of the bursts has cost Akolibed some accuracy as well. Eric holding combo through the bursts and aiming them properly has brought his AC up to near 96 now. More death streams at the moment. How well do they handle it? Both players' accuracy going up during this section.
As you expect.
Eric near 96 accuracy now. Akolibed climbing back up closer and closer to 93% accuracy after the troubles on the earlier death stream part.
But man, ninerik is near 96. That's insane.
This is kind of absurd. Again, this is the Deceit, but 275 BPM, so it's just faster Deceit. AR10, OD10, of course, for both of these players.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if it wasn't OD10.
A little bit of an overstream there to start for ninerik, and then he full 150 that stream. Starts late.
My.
He started late on that stream. It wasn't an understream. He just started late. And now he's overstreaming, actually, hitting some notes early. Akolibed finding the understream on this one, missing and now dropping a huge amount of accuracy on that last stream.
Oh, those 50s.
He had a way back in, but isn't able to finish it out on these streams with good accuracy, and now has dropped below 90% AC, going into the violation. Eric still above 94.
Oh man, missing is better than getting those 50s, I'll tell you what. ninerik got distracted for a sec. That's fine. It's okay.
Surely it's fine. Oh man, this is where we start to see the 300 BPM streams in the violation. And we get this slow section. A little bit of calm before the storm for these players.
Oh yes. Calm before a tornado of 300 BPM dev streams. This could be the moment for Akolibed to show off who's got the PP record on the same BPM. But how good is this song? My god.
Yeah, this song's sick.
Ooh, what a drop from Akolibed there. Oh no. He keeps missing on these jumps. Meanwhile, ninerik is...
Alright, here we go.
Dare I say locked in?
297 BPM death streams. Who's locked in? Eric is still 300ing most of this. Akolibed is also doing really well right now. He misaims on one of the streams and drops a bunch of misses.
We are starting to see the shakes. You gotta hold your mouse not so tight on those 300 BPM streams. Same for your tablet pen. It's all tapping now.
This is it right here. 300 BPM death stream stamina. Who has more of it? Again, both these players are already guaranteed $200, but this is the fight for another 500 on top of that. And Eric is locked in. He's dropping so many hundreds on these streams, but so is Akolibed. Both of them dropping tons of accuracy. Eric down from 95, 94, down to 92, 93. But Akolibed down at 88, 89.
Akolibed is shredding these streams. He's getting so many less hundreds compared to ninerik, but that 275 earlier definitely coming along nicely for ninerik now. Dropping to 92%.
Both players understreaming this, by the way. It's just so hard. 300 BPM death stream stamina is nuts, even for players in 2023.
Oh, slight spacing change.
AC is closer than ever right now. A 3% AC gap still between Eric and Akolibed. Eric at 90%, Akolibed at 87. jump section notwithstanding, this is basically just all death streams at the end. Neither of them miss-aiming on the back-and-forth streams there. A slider break for a couple of them. Misses on the stream for Akolibed.
Oh!
This gap is not going down, though, Spaza. It's not going down. It's still 3% between the two players. They're dropping Ak on basically the same sections, and unfortunately for Akolibed, that means no gap closure.
Oh, yes. And now I believe ninerik is coming closer to 90%, whereas Akolibed is unfortunately going downwards into the spiral, into the deceit.
It's all accuracy that matters here. The 1/3 is giving both players a little bit of trouble, but it's still that earlier 3% Ak gap, a little bit closer for Akolibed, with some more drops on the 1/3 from ninerik. Both players down below 90% accuracy. Can either of them get above that? And can Akolibed close the gap to pull off the comeback? The deceit went very poorly for him, but it's now only 2.5%. Aric dropping a lot more accuracy. It's 2% now. The more Aric keeps dropping and the better Akolibed holds, the closer he gets. But that's a full 50 on that stream.
Oh no, those 50s. That could just be it. He's holding combo like a madman, but that's not what matters right now.
Aric is losing stamina too, but the gap is still 2%. It's still over 1.5% between the two of them. And I fear there's just not enough time left, Spaza.
I believe this is it. We are now at 1.something% Ak gap. Oh my god, these jumps. I don't think there's enough time. And I think ninerik has done it. He has conquered the most demonic map in the game.
Actually, just absurd from both of these players. 95+ for ninerik during the deceit in that map, and an extremely close ending. Akolibed almost able to pull off the comeback, but not quite enough. If the client would like to show us the results screen, that would be great. I would really appreciate that.
I mean, we all remember it was oh, thank you, client. That's great. So we closed on 86.4 for Akolibed and 87.8 for ninerik. So all things considered, actually less than 2% Ak difference between the two, but on those types of streams, you can definitely feel those on the fingers for sure with those two players.
And even at the end of the map, it was more hundreds, more 50s, and more misses for Akolibed. So no matter how you slice it, it was going to be ninerik taking that one. And he is the Speed Battle Royale champion. Your podium is ninerik, Akolibed, and Aricin, the top 3 speed players in this Battle Royale. And for sure, 3 of the best speed players in the world. I think you could make an argument for any one of the 3 of them to be best in the world at what they are good at. So really, really strong speed players for all 3 of our podium. Really good speed players for the entire Battle Royale as well. All the scores we saw today were absolutely ridiculous.
Unbelievable performance from all players, and especially from the top 3, of course. That's how they reached the top 3. That's gonna be a good old $700 for ninerik coming in first place, 200 for Akolibed, 100 for Aricin, who said this game can't make money. Any reasonable person, but god damn it, not them. They're the best. They are the best.
And I think that is gonna be it for us. I think that's going to be it for us. That is it for the Speed Battle Royale. Thank you all for watching and for watching through some of the tech and audio difficulties that we had. But it was a pleasure to watch. It was a pleasure to stream. The hidden guy. So.
Imagine if it goes the extra step, HDHR.
We
want to see it.
I don't know about that one. It's already AR10, OD10. that's just precision gaming at that point.
Oh, there we are.
Well, okay. Thank you, Klein.
Ah, yes.
All right, here we go.
So we have autopilot from Badu. Maybe he's playing this Taiko style, 2 hands.
I think he might be. I think he might be doing that. That man cannot tap that fast. He's definitely doing Taiko. Because I know he's played mouse X speed before. On some speed maps in tournament, he'll play mouse X and tap with 2 hands. So I think that might be what he's doing, unironically here.
He's got it. He's got the method.
I don't know how well the method is working. He's still at 64 AC, but it's a method.
Look, we gotta hope.
We have to
This is still more reliable than rake tapping, that's for sure. I'm really curious to see how Sypho is gonna do on the violation, because as we all know, he's much more well versed in 300 BPM, to the point where this might even be slightly slow for him, like harder to control.
Yeah, I don't know how many times that man has played ROG and Limitation with double time. Just straight up 330 BPM streams. He's overstreaming.
Very first section.
Okay, why has Scytho's act been going up in this section and everybody else is going down? Oh my god, he finally dropped some accuracy here. Finally understreaming.
See, like, that's the thing though. He's trying to go too slow because he's not used to this BPM. Someone make this 300 from the get-go.
So unwarm, says Silas. Oh no.
Nah, what are you talking about, Silas? You were playing hard maps until 20 minutes ago. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
He's gonna be like those guys that say, oh, I'm derusting after they don't play for 2 days. Come on, man.
Yeah. And apparently he has a 93% on this in solo, which is a little silly. That's silly.
That's pretty insane.
That's pretty silly.
I'm believing in Badu right now. Look at that snappy aim. That's him, trust me. Don't look. Top right.
How can he aim so well? Perfectly to every note before it even
Could
appears
be
on the
the
screen.
mouse you were mentioning earlier. Tap X, mouse.
That's true. Mouse X.
This is what ninerik's aim looks like if you really think about it.
All of the 3 speed players in the lobby actually all at 81, 82, right around the exact same accuracy.
Ek is dead even, which just goes to show how insane ninerik's RAM was on this, because around this point I believe it was around 94, 95. Of course the adrenaline plays a role, being in the grand finals, but even Akolibed had much higher Ek. It's so funny how accuracy goes down in these sections, but it's about to go up in the streams.
Scytho starting early and continuing to overstream there. That's why the AC was going down. Shimon doing the same thing actually, starting early and overstreaming.
Why? Why are they overstreaming the deceit?
275 BPM deceit also, by the way. It's not even 250.
What's your problem?
Oh god.
So Xylis has the slightly higher accuracy right now, 85 versus 80 and 82. And, you know, obviously 65 from Badu, but he's not really in the race right now. There we go with long streams.
Xylis starting late, but actually overstreaming to get back on track. How are they all doing this? Why are there multiple players who can just death stream 275?
I don't think we're gonna see the same on the violation, I hope. I'm so looking forward to Sypho on that.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, look at this combo.
Shimon dying there at the end, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. When I joined the game, if you got 80% AC on this, you would have been considered a cheater.
Yes, of course.
Why are players so good at this now? What happened?
That I dreamed the 1k combo from Sypho. I think there are some jumps coming in soon. Imagine a slider break on this.
There we are. Back into the intense
Oh
parts
my
of the
God.
song.
That triangle catching everybody off, except for Xylus.
He finally breaks too. Everyone's dropped the combo now. Look at the aim from Badu, so clean on the triangles.
He has no issues with those triangles, I'll tell you what. Look at Cypher right now. Shredding those 300 BPM streams like in nobody's business.
Xylus is still at 85% accuracy on this, by the way. I think he warmed up. I think he might have warmed up on the Deceit. He just SS'd that stream we just saw. He dropped 100 on the last two streams. Finally starts dropping some hundreds on that one.
But on the other hand, Cypher doesn't on those longer ones.
Yeah, Xylus is starting to understream. Shimon is overstreaming. Does finally start to understream a bit. He might have started early on that last one. Scytho is just comfortable. But it is OD10. It is still very difficult to act. And Xylus is still up at 84.6. Scytho and Shimon down at 82 and 80 respectively.
Can Shimon stay at 80 or will it drop to 70 something?
Okay, here we go. What is that? What am I watching? I just watched Xylus drop 200s in that entire section. Everyone is just shredding these. This is some absolute shred from everyone in this lobby.
Why? They are missing because of misaiming, not tapping.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But can we appreciate Badu's shredding right now? He's almost at 60%. If you really think about it, these players are getting 80. This is pretty cool.
I think I would change my keybinds to spacebar and numpad 0, and that way I can use 4 fingers instead of 2. So I can tap with all 4. I can tap with 4 fingers.
Take notes, guys. Take notes.
This is how you do the autopilot method.
That wouldn't be bannable either, you know, it's actual keys. Oh, but that's spacing, tripping up everybody. Except for Badu, of course.
Okay,
who assesses the slower streams.
Oh my god. He's completely fine on the slow streams, yeah. He's actually completely good on the 1/3.
So Cypher actually gets the most amount of score. Not that we care in this lobby, but pretty cool. He got some pretty cool combo, 1k plus, I believe.
He looked very good on the violation, for sure. But the accuracy from Xylus is going to beat him out. 84.5 right now. Not matching the locals,
Cypher are so
unfortunately.
close. They practically have the same act now, Cypher and Shimon. Imagine if that was the grand finals, man. I'd be jumping out of my chair right now.
Oh, Shimon full misses the ending there of that last stream. But it's still so close. They're still within 0.1% of each other.
Oh my god. It's all about the jumps now. Oh no. Cypher's kryptonite.
Shimon's kryptonite too. Shimon dropped the hack at the same time. Both of them are almost the exact same hack.
Oh my god. That's a 0.05% difference in accuracy.
And again, the client refuses to show us the scores. I don't know why on this.
I don't know. Maybe the map is too long and it's a bit tricky, but
I don't know.
It's 81.31, 81.25 for Shimon, and Xylus with that 85% winning by 4% egg. Of course, we can't forget about Badu with that 58% and 300 misses. Nearly 400.
It was a fun show match, and it was a fun battle royale. Again, congrats to the top 3. Ninerik with first place and $700, Akolibed in second place with $200, and Aricin in third place with $100 for himself. And very well played to everyone in the battle royale today. We've already said most of our goodbyes earlier before the show match, that last map.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Thanks everyone for watching.
That was an insane match. Thank you everyone. Thank you Skill. I will see you all next time.
See you for the next show match.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Spaza.
See ya.